Deep within the untamed wilderness lives the duck, a creature of immense grace and aquatic power. Navigating through dense reef beds, it relies on instincts honed over millions of years. Every movement is calculated as it scans for potential food. Morning mist blankets the tranquil lake, revealing silhouettes gliding effortlessly across the mirror-like surface. They leave delicate ripples in their wake, disturbing the quiet stillness of dawn. This serene habitat offers both abundant resources and hidden perils. Beneath the waterline, powerful webbed feet paddle with rhythmic precision to propel the body forward. This species showcases extraordinary hydrodynamics, moving through liquid environments with effortless agility. Aquatic vegetation becomes the primary target for their relentless foraging. Specialized bills equipped with lamellae filter tiny organisms from the turbid mud below. These creatures demonstrate remarkable sensory adaptations, probing the unseen depths with absolute confidence. Success depends entirely on patience and acute tactile awareness. Suddenly, a rival duck encroaches upon established territory, sparking an immediate and dramatic territorial display. Posturing aggressively, they raise their heads high to intimidate the intruder without physical contact. Such conflicts are vital for maintaining social boundaries in crowded wetlands. Peace returns as the trespasser retreats into the dense vegetation, leaving the victors to resume normal routines. They preen their feathers meticulously, applying waterproofing oils secreted from a specialized gland near the tail. Maintaining plumage integrity is essential for survival in freezing waters. As the midday sun climbs higher, they haul out onto muddy banks to rest and digest. Vigilance never truly ceases, however, as sentinel eyes constantly scan the open skies for aerial predators. Safety in numbers provides a collective shield against looming threats. A shadow sweeps across the shoreline, prompting an instant reaction from the entire flock. Without warning, they erupt from the ground in a flurry of chaotic wing beats and loud calls. Their powerful chest muscles lift them rapidly into the safety of the sky. A magnificent raptor circles overhead, thwarted by the sudden and coordinated aerial escape maneuver. They circle the water body multiple times before choosing a safer landing zone further downstream. Tactical awareness ensures they outsmart even the most skilled hunters. By late afternoon, the foraging frenzy resumes as each duck dives repeatedly for nutrient-rich aquatic tubers. Plunging completely underwater, they disappear for several seconds before popping back up like corks. Their metabolism demands a constant intake of high-energy biomass. Courtship rituals begin to unfold as winter approaches and pair bonds must be forged anew. Males perform elaborate head-bobbing routines and emit soft whistles to capture female attention. Coloration reaches its vibrant peak, displaying iridescent greens and purples proudly. Females evaluate these elaborate performances with discerning eyes, selecting the fittest partners for the upcoming breeding season. Mutual grooming and synchronized swimming cement these newly formed bonds against future seasonal hardships. Together, they will face the arduous nesting cycle. Hidden deep within thick brambles near the shoreline, construction of a secluded nest commences immediately. Down feathers plucked from their own breasts line the interior to provide optimal thermal insulation. This secretive nursery protects vulnerable eggs from opportunistic mammalian predators. Incubation duty requires unwavering dedication as the mother remains glued to the clutch for weeks. Camouflage keeps her entirely invisible to prying eyes while she braves torrential rain and blistering heat. Every instinct is channeled into safeguarding the fragile future generation. At last, tiny cracks appear on the calcareous shells as the first baby duck struggles into the world. Within hours, the entire brood hatches, filling the hidden alcove with frantic peeping sounds. They possess an innate drive to follow their mother closely. Leading her fragile offspring toward the water requires navigating treacherous terrain filled with lurking hazards. They stumble clumsily over roots and rocks, learning valuable lessons about their untamed home. Maternal calls guide every tentative step through the wilderness. Reaching the water's edge marks a monumental milestone in the young one's rapidly unfolding lives. Without hesitation, they paddle eagerly behind their experienced mother into the vast, open lake. Their downy coats provide buoyancy, though endurance is still severely limited. Foraging lessons begin immediately as adults demonstrate how to dabble at the surface for edible insects. The juveniles mimic every motion awkwardly, splashing water and tumbling over each other in playful chaos. Muscle coordination develops rapidly through these constant daily activities. Danger strikes quickly when a lurking pike surges upward from the murky depths below. The mother instantly thrashes the water, feigning injury to draw the aquatic predator away from her babies. Her selfless act of bravery ensures the brood escapes unharmed. With the threat neutralized, the reunited family continues their journey toward safer, shallower feeding grounds. The juveniles have grown noticeably, their down replaced by sturdy juvenile feathers better suited for flight training. Resilience defines every single day of their formative months. Autumn winds sweep across the wilderness, signaling the inevitable arrival of a harsh northern winter. Restless energy builds within the flock as ancient migratory pathways call out to them. Preparation involves consuming massive amounts of food to build fat reserves. Rising into the darkening sky, the formation locks into a classic V-shaped aerodynamic pattern. They harness wind currents expertly, flying for hundreds of miles toward warmer southern wetlands. Navigation relies on stellar cues, topography, and Earth's magnetic field. Passing over jagged mountain ranges and sprawling human landscapes, they maintain astonishing discipline and endurance. Shifts in the lead position ensure that fatigue is distributed evenly across the exhausted flock. Unity remains their greatest asset during this perilous long-distance journey. Descending through the clouds, they spot a familiar winter sanctuary glistening in the afternoon sun. Plunging downward in steep spirals, they splash joyfully into the welcoming, ice-free waters below. Relief washes over the weary travelers as they settle into resting spots. Winter survival in this new sanctuary requires constant vigilance against unfamiliar local predators and resource competition. Yet, this adaptable duck thrives amid adversity, exploiting every available food source with clever ingenuity. Their evolutionary success story continues across generations. Spring arrives with a sudden burst of life, melting the remaining ice and renewing the surrounding wetlands. Hormones surge once more as the cycle of life prepares to repeat its ancient rhythm. They groom their plumage, feeling the undeniable pull of their ancestral breeding grounds. Initiating the northern migration once again, they test their wings against the stiff seasonal gales. Climbing high into the atmosphere, they leave the wintering grounds far behind in a blur of motion. The wilderness ahead is fraught with peril, but instinct drives them onward. Arriving back at the exact natal pond, they reclaim territories defended vigorously during previous successful years. The familiar sights and sounds of the spring marsh welcome them home with open arms. Nature's grand symphony plays on, unchanging and eternal. As the sun sets over the pristine wilderness, peace descends upon the bustling wetland ecosystem once more. They tuck their heads beneath their wings, resting securely until the dawn breaks anew. Their enduring legacy is written in every ripple of the water. Join the channel for more interesting facts.